I'm all right.
You're
How you
right,
doing,
Mark.
Gabby?
Yeah,
Jamie, you all right?
Yeah, Mark, thanks for coming on, mate. Pleasure to speak to you. I know we've nicked your time slot off you for some reason. I was quite happy to be in Marbella, but you know, we had to take over. But Mark, look, we got to talk about some stuff. And how do you think before I get into the topic of the day, I want to ask you about Man United. What have you made of their season so far?
It's funny, I was just doing a piece on the website about my Premier League predictions from August, so I had to remind myself. And I didn't put Man United in the top four, and I didn't put them to win a trophy. So I think I was sort of being realistic about how bad they were last season. We didn't even get 60 points. So I think Ten Hag's the right man, but I thought that the first season would be a lot harder than he's made it. I think he's done so well. I mean, Wout Weghorst, I don't know whether you've seen the miss today. It was dreadful to get given that in January when Ronaldo's left and the amount of games they've played. I think, look, 75 points as well, 4 points ahead of Newcastle. I think it's been a really, I think it has to go down to Ten Hag. I think he's just done a great job. He's revolutionised Rashford. Even people like De Gea, Bruno, they just seem a lot better than they did last season. I'm over the moon with what we've done. The only trouble is this Man City treble thing is sort of ruining it for me. But if that wasn't there, I think it's just a really, really solid, strong season from Erik Ten Hag, yeah.
So what do you need in the summer, Mark, to bridge that gap of 14 points to Manchester City? Because surely as a diehard Man United fan and other Man United fans, you can't be happy with this domination from Man City.
No, I think you're right. I think I don't actually, I'm going to do it again. Maybe I'll jinx us and we'll win it next year now, but I don't think next season will be challenging for the title. I think you've got to look at maybe a season like Arsenal, get 80, 85 points, but they definitely need a striker. I'd say two midfielders. I'm quite encouraged that we've gone for Mount. I thought it was a bit weird, but I like the idea of that sort of a player.
Yeah.
I'd like a Declan Rice type as well, because Casemiro's been suspended a lot this year. And another centre-back. I think we need another centre-back because Varane is a little bit dodgy, so to speak, in relation, not in ability, but he gets injured a lot.
Yeah.
Mark, look, Gabby's give Antony a bit of stick this season. We've all heard it, and it's gone everywhere. And what's your take on Antony in this season, and whether he's been good enough or whether he's worth the price tag? Is there a player there for next season?
Yeah, well, it's not Gabby's worst take. I think the one about Casemiro needing locking up when he got that sending off was better. But
I like my players to be safe on the pitch.
You see Mitrovic today. You need to watch that, Gabby. You'll be sending him to prison for life.
Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah. No, I think I get it with Antony, and he does divide even the United fan base. He's one of those flair players that's quite infuriating when things don't go well. But I think in general, I mean, I really liked him at Ajax. Ten Hag obviously brought him over from there. I think for a first season in the Premier League, and I use Jack Grealish here at Man City. I thought his first season at Man City was a bit, and I like Grealish. I thought it took him a bit of time, and he'd come from Villa in the Premier League. So I think next season for Antony will be the big one, season 2. But I think I can see both sides. I like him. He's got a lot to learn. He's very left-footed. He shoots a lot. If you buy a number 9, if you're Harry Kane or Oldman, you're going to be moaning at him not putting the crosses in. So next season will be big.
Do you think though as well though, the thing that I'm get frustrated with Antony is that he doesn't want to go on the outside. It's always cutting in. You're not getting crosses into the box as a striker. And if you look at his goals and assists, 4 goals, 2 assists. If Man United want to bridge that gap with Man City and they want to do well in the Champions League, I mean, you've got to have more threat on that right-hand side. You can't be like, we rely on Rashford, we rely on Fernandes. That's all I see from it. Like, come on, if you want to do what Saka's doing, look at what Mahrez does when he gets on the ball. Yeah.
No, I get it. I think it's funny because in recent weeks, I think there's a lot more United fans who probably listen to that now, that there's we just don't create enough chances for the number 9. And everyone says you need a number 9, but there's no point being a number 9 if you're not getting the service. So they've got to work on that. But it's this. Bruno will shoot from the edge of the box. Rashford's done well this year, but he doesn't create much either. So they've all got to work on that. I think it's so important to get a number 9 in pre-season to work on that.
Who? Because I was talking to Jamie earlier, and I'm saying there's talk that Daniel Levy wants 100 million for someone with 1 year on his contract. Would Man United pay that or not?
I wouldn't pay it.
No.
For Harry Kane. No.
Not
with a year left on his deal.
What? Are you winding me up? Come on, Mark.
But I don't want to give Spurs 100 million.
goals this season. And they finished 8th.
Spurs 100 million.
What do you mean you don't want to give Spurs? You're buying a player who's going to win you the league potentially.
Actually, you've convinced me. Yes, I'm just thinking like, I don't want to give a rival 100 million, but it's Spurs. So
they'll buy Richardson's twin, and he'll score one goal next season.
Yeah. No, Harry Kane's world class. He's just not my preference, Jamie. If we get him, yeah.
Who's your preference? What? Hold on, Mark.
I'd like his Osman. Victor Osman.
But he's not Premier League proven, is he?
He ain't playing in the Premier League. You've got a striker.
He was Ten
there.
Hag. Ten Hag's not Premier League proven.
He's not running around on a football pitch.
I'll tell you, he's done it in France. He's done it in Italy. He'll do it. I tell you what, if Man United don't get him,
I'm not saying he won't do it, but if you had the choice, Mark, if you had the choice,
yeah,
he'll do it. I guarantee you. If he comes to the Prem, he'll do it.
Fair enough. But
same as Haaland.
But when you look at Harry Kane, though, you look at some players. I understand 100 million, 30 years old, but he's that much of a professional. I think he's playing till 35, 36 in the Premier League. So if he's going to give Man United 30 goals, maybe more, with the quality Man United have got compared to Spurs, surely it's money well spent. And can you call Spurs a rival, really, to Man United?
The problem is, and Jamie probably knows this more than us, is that do you wait till the end of August to get Harry Kane when you need to be working on him in pre-season? If Kane came out tonight and said, I want to leave, and did a transfer request, let's get it done by the end of June. But it's not going to be like that with Spurs. It's going to be the end of August, and that doesn't help anyone, does it?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Mark, I've got a question for you. I had this conversation with Cundy the other day on the show because it was on the back pages about Neymar. And Ten Hag didn't say it was a no if he was potentially going to go to Man United. Is he a character that you would accept at Man United, or do you think it just brings a circus?
I think he's a fantastic player, which I'm sure everybody does, but it doesn't feel like the right signing for United now. It feels like a player that could think they're bigger than the club, and we're still trying to build something. It sounds weird to say that I wouldn't want Neymar because I think he is one of the top 5 players in the world. But I don't know. His personality's everything, isn't it?
That's the thing, Mark, because Ten Hag got rid of Ronaldo. He couldn't wait for Ronaldo. When he saw Ronaldo done that interview, I bet he was like, thank God, he's gone now. Do you want another ego of Neymar in that dressing room? He's going to want to be the main man. He's going to want to play on that left-hand side with Rashford's preferred side. I just don't think that ego is what Ten Hag's trying to build.
It's unbelievable. I have this argument with Cundy every week.
It's not just about how good you are. Do you want that ego? Everyone in that Man United team now
You had an ego.
No, but everyone in that Manchester United team now knows Ten Hag's the man. Ten Hag's the boss.
Top players, Gabs, have an ego.
I don't see it happening,
Top players have an ego. That is simple as that. Top players have an ego. You want your best players.
Ronaldo had the biggest ego going, and look, Ten Hag got him out the door. He's going to wait to get rid of him.
37. It's a little bit
I think
different.
if Ten Hag wants him, go and do the deal. But if it's being inflicted on him by, I don't know, a CEO or a director of football or an owner, then that's always a bad thing, isn't it? That's what happens at PSG, and that's why they don't win the Champions League.